in the top of the first.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
Jonathan Aranda now at the plate. Now from Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Athletics. All right, ready to get underway. Sal Freeland up now for the Brewers.
Number 10, Sal Freeland.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Deal one. That one missed. And that misses. And it's 2-1. Liner, base hit. And he's into second with nobody out.
Batting second.
This is Bryce Terang. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Man at second. In the dirt. Just settling in here at Coors Field. In the dirt, blocked. This one in the dirt. The 3-1. Tap foul at the plate. Runner leads away at second. He's trying for third. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw bounces, but he's out at third. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. And a base hit. And that means Christian Yelich will have a chance to hit.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 0-1 down. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Lead runner around second. The relay to third. The throw won't get there in time, and now they have runners at the corners. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Oh, he can't hang on. The flip, and that will end the inning. Back here in Denver, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Jacob Mizorowski. What do we have on him?
The leadoff hitter tonight,
getting ready to hit.
Number 60, Nick.
That one in triple digits. Cut on and missed at 101. And the count is 0-2. That one inside. Look out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the catcher.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shea Langoliers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Swings through that high fastball.
It can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Batting third, the designated
Next is the designated hitter, Brent Rooker. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Up now for Milwaukee, David Hamilton. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot through the infield.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Brady Basso.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up.
There goes the runner. Ground ball up the middle. They get one. And now it's William Contreras. Swings through that one for strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Comes up empty. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The Brewers looking to strike first here at the top of the second. And it's through for a hit. And it gets by him. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Brewers.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Andrew Vaughn now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Basso, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next to the right fielder.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Sal Freeland will hit next. Led this game off with a double, but they weren't able to drive him in. And that one is lifted in the air. Soderstrom should have this one. And that is that. Back here at Coors Field, bottom of the second. Tyler Soderstrom digs in now.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, at fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. Right side, and that's just foul. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Comes up empty.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Batting 6, the second
And
baseman.
now here's Jeff McNeil. Gets him to chase after that one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Way out front for strike 2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. Back here in Denver, up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. That one laced to center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Milwaukee.
So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly.
Runner takes off on the ground. They get 1.
No, he's safe.
Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. Single to right at his first trip. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Fires to third, but he's back. And a big swing and a miss. That one to first, and that chance handled. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And now Luis Rengifo. He's 0 for 1.
Luis Rengifo.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Got him. Right there.
2 outs, runner at first. David Hamilton, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Runner on the go. A sliding stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Swings and misses. Now 1-2. Next offering is outside. Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. So up next, Lawrence Butler. The 1-0. Line drive. And foul ball. The 1-1. And he blows that one by him at 100. And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Carlos Cortez up next for the A's.
Ball.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Next
That's
one
ball
misses. Ball 3. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Fans another, and that's 9 straight strikeouts. On to the 4th. Up now for Milwaukee, Jake Bauers.
Jake.
And before the pitch, he steps off. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this
Next
one.
for Milwaukee, the catcher.
So a man at first. William Contreras. Up now for the Brewers. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Now quick throw to first. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's the ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Runner goes again. Popped in the air. Left field. And there's one down. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn. Went down on strikes his first time through. Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Steps off, looks to third. Nothing happening.
Now pitching for the A's, number 58, Scott Barlow.
The 0-1. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. High fly ball, right field. Butler moving under this one. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. 1 for 2. Fought off foul. Two down, nobody on. Laser could be extra bases.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came.
And that is that. Ready to go, bottom four. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Nick Kurtz. Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. That one at triple digits. Struck him out. 10 straight strikeouts. Shea Langoliers now at the plate. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss. Chases in the dirt, slider there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. One down. And now the DH, Brent Rooker, struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He can't be touched. 12 straight strikeouts. Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom. First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here at Coors Field, ready now for the fifth inning. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Wilson slings to first. One pitch and one out. Here's Yelich at the dish. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that's a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder.
Yelich goes. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Man at second. And a foul ball. Runner on the go again. Got him swinging. Throw bounces in and he's safe. Next to hit, David Hamilton. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. That's out to center field. And that's the third out. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Jacob Wilson getting ready to hit.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board. You know, these A's, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
So a runner aboard to start the inning.
All over that one right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Here comes the 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got him. One down. One out, man at first. Next up for the A's, Max Muncy. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1. Late with the swing there.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the A's, the right fielder.
So digging in, Lawrence Butler. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Lays out, but he couldn't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Back here at Coors Field, all set for the top of the 6th. Jake Bowers. So they turn to their closer, Hogan Harris.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Swings through that. Swing and a miss. On the ground, right side. McNeil gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next,
Here's the catcher, William Contreras.
William Contreras.
Here's a 1-1. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Up next for Milwaukee,
Andrew Vaughn digs in now.
Vaughn.
Out to short, Wilson. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. So back to the top of the order. And here is Sal Frelick.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
He swings and fouls one off. Man on second, 2 down. And that one got him on the elbow.
The batter number 2, second baseman, Bryce.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Turang. 1 for 3. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one carrying. Makes the catch up against the wall. Back here in Denver, and now the center fielder, Carlos Cortez. In the air out to center. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Kurtz in the box again. Takes a strike. And that one fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That's a base hit. Mitchell fires it in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
The catcher,
Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just kept it simple.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Abner Uribe.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
Rooker in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2. That one missed. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Payoff pitch. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. All loaded up. Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Got him swinging for the K. Huge strikeout there. And now Jacob Wilson. Golden opportunity right here. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He rocketed that one out of here. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-3.
Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting together solid at-bats all inning to set the table for him, and he delivered big time to get him the lead. Huge momentum shift on that swing, and now we'll see if they can hold on.
This one chopped to first, and a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2. That one way inside.
Oh, that's out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 out.
Up next for the A's.
2 down, bases empty. Next up for the A's, Max Muncy.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That's inside. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That misses the zone. Full count now. Out to short. Hamilton tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. We go to the top of the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell.
Nope, that's a ball.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. That one not close. And it's 2-1. That misses the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Kurtz. And he's out on the tag. Here comes Christian Yelich.
The designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
This one in the air, center field. Cortez takes it in for the out. Out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. Next for the Brewers, Luis Rengifo. And takes low for ball 1.
That's ball 2.
The Athletics trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Now 3-0.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 1. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The batter, number 6.
David Hamilton getting ready to hit. The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Joey Ortiz.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Justin Sterner gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in. Protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Joey Ortiz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Rengifo off of first with 2 away. Just missed. And there's a foul ball. Line drive. And a base hit right there.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now here's Jake Bowers. And fouled off. Runner edges away at second. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And they jump in front in the seventh. It's 6-5.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers.
Ball.
Back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-5.
Back-to-back jacks. And this club is fired up right now, Boyd. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 down at the plate. Andrew Vaughn. Last chance for the home team. Leading off, number 4.
Lawrence Butler.
New arm out of the bullpen, Jared Koenig.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Denzel Clark, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Cortez. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
Hitting for the Athletics, number 32,
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. And now 1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2 down. The Athletics down to their last. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Austin Wynns trying to get something going for him with 2 away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom of the 7th.
Ball 1.
No question about this one. It's out of here. just like that, they're within a run.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Ready to go? Dane Myers getting ready to hit.
Number 17, Dane Myers.
And we're underway here in Philly. Sanchez, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Liner stabbed at first. So digging in, Noel V. Marte.
Noel V. Marte.
And that one fouled off. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh.
Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. Way outside, and now 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one laced to center and a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed.
Now back in safely at first.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Now here is Ellie De La Cruz. On the ground, right side. Steps on the bag for 1. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Man at second. Base hit into the outfield. Marte on his horse around third. He'll score and they tie it. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. That one in triple digits.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
In the air, right field. Marte under it. 1 away. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. And that is out of play. One down, Phillies down a run. Swings through that one for strike two. Inside, almost got him. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bryce Harper to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. That ends the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Sal Stewart. Check swing. He went. Strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. And there's a ball.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. So up next, Tyler Stevenson.
Tyler Stevenson. Now pitching for the
So out of the
Phillies,
pen comes the right-hander,
number 56,
Zach Pop. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Pop.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
This is J.J. Bleday.
No, that's low.
2 down, nobody on. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Late swing, foul to the left. And it's filled up. And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to get into the corner.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. And a swing and a miss. Stop. Slings to first, 3rd out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a two-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. First pitch swinging. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Adolis Garcia, the next to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Got him. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park. In now for the Reds, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Well, the only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. And now the center fielder, Dane Myers. He's 0 for 1.
At the bump.
One now. Swing and a miss. Just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1 out, man at first. Next for Cincinnati, Noel Marte. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. High fly ball, right field. And that's got extra bases written all over it. 2 down. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Elly De La Cruz. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
That's the ball.
Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it, and that'll do it. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it's off the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Otto Kemp. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about. Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher is afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-2 now. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss. That one in triple digits. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. All set for the start of the inning. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 50, Orion Kerkering.
The 1-1. That's a ball.
Outside.
Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Did he go?
Suarez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held up just enough. That's ball 4. So digging in, Sal Stewart. Fly to center his first time. He's got it, and there's one away. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a foul ball. The 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Kerkering, a 6'2 righty, 205 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Man at first, one away. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to Turner for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Bottom 4. So here's the Phillies DH. Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play some.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here is Bryce Harper. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Got him swinging. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And here comes Alec Bohm. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Back here in Philadelphia, in now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday. Fouled off, he was late. And ball 1. That's in there. That's strike 2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Way inside, gets out of the way. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
The batter number 9,
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Hit hard on the ground is short. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. That one in triple digits.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marte on the move. Takes it in for the out.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Garcia now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Way out front for strike two. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike three. And now it is JT Real Muto. Swings through that.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Dane Myers. On the ground, Turner on the run, throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done. Noel V. Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. Line drive, that's a base hit out into left center field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. So up next, Ellie De La Cruz.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flips it, and that's a great play for the out. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, well, we go bottom 6. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. In the air, right field. Marte settles under this one. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Sliced hard but foul.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That one catches the corner. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out.
The batter, number 7.
Trey Turner at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys.
Now this one is hammered. way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. Trey Turner goes deep. And we have a tie ball game. It's 1-1.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Schwarber stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. A little out front there as he swings through it. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Top of inning number 7. In now for the Reds. Sal Stewart. So they turn to the lefty in this spot. Tanner Banks. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
No, that's a ball.
That one missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And it's through for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now here is Tyler Stevenson. This one in the dirt. And the runner stays where he is. In the air, right field. And there's one down. Go-ahead run on base. J.J. Bleday, the next to hit for the Reds. Fought off foul. The Reds with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there, and it's 0-2. Got him swinging. And the batter down, Matt McClain. Has grounded out a couple of times. Brad Keller taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, set for the last half of the 7th. Bryce Harper stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. 1 away. Big time out leading off the home 7th. And now it's Alec Bohm. First pitch way inside a fastball.
struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Lifted in the air, right field. And there are 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Inside, just missed. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this. Ready to begin the 8th. In now for the Reds, Brian Hayes. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. This one in the air, center field. Marsh moving under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Save!
No, he's safe.
Go ahead run on base. Dane Myers now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
That one lifted to left. Should be extra bases. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Runner from third comes across, and again we are tied. Now it's the right fielder, Noel V. Marte. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Bottom of the 8th. And digging in. For Philadelphia. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies. Gabriel Rincones Jr. He represents the winning run. Gabriel Rincones Jr. swings through it for strike 1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Got him looking for the strikeout.
Next for the Phillies, the catcher,
JT Realmuto steps in. And a swing and a miss. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game.
To extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
2 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.